shows ex-governor Gbenga Daniel wins senatorial election in Ogun State. Bode George denies saying INEC chairman met Tinubu in Lagos. Election results: Oshomole wins Senate seat in Edo. Election results as well: APC wins Katsina North senatorial seat. Jandor visits woman brutalized during election in Lagos, blames APC. El-Rufai, Ganduje, Matawale, other governors mounting pressure on INEC, PDP declares. I will take a few more stories from the Daily Post and move to another one. Arrest of fake soldiers, policemen, INEC staff, Akwa Ibom Group seeks confirmation. And presidential election results: Atiku leads with wide margin in Akwa Ibom, sweeps 14 local governments. Obi gets one. And finally, on the Daily Post, election results: Gbajabiamila salutes constituents for historic sixth-term victory.
From the Guardian newspaper, Omoagege accuses Okowa of dressing thugs in military uniform. Elsewhere, Rhodes Viva flees thugs, interruption of balloting. ADP candidate protests exclusion in ballot paper despite court order. Elections, Lagos. NSCDC assures media of cooperation, tactical patrol teams to de-escalate violence. Elsewhere from the Guardian newspaper, you find this one: police Oduduwa Nation activists and weapons stockpiling. It's an editorial there. Nextford Varsity secures US accreditation. Okay, some of the stories from the Guardian.
All right, and still on the moving to the Vanguard poll, Tinubu wins 17 local government declared in Ogun. Away from that, elections, call INEC to order Labour, tells Buhari. 2023 elections, sabotage not responsible for slow portal. INEC 2023 elections, Tinubu loses Ikeja local government area to Peter Obi. Atiku's coalition agent slums dies in Benue as anxiety mounts. Gbajabiamila re-elected for sixth term. And still on the Vanguard, we'll find on this page, it says Alafin's son Akim retains Oyo Federal Constituency seat for third time. 2023 elections, Kwakwanso wins 9 out of 10 local government in Kano. IREF election results, safe on beavers, INEC assures Nigerians. Labour Party candidate defeats sitting PDP reps member in Kaduna. Election duty, NYC confirms brutal attack on core member in Abuja. INEC spent 4 years preparing to manipulate polls. Uriwa, 2 Ondo reps member Adefisoye Ikegbogu lose seats. And I'll just take a couple more. Bandits storm mosque, kill 2, abduct many in Niger State. And finally, polls anxiety as party candidates await results in Delta.
Over to the Daily Trust newspaper. Buhari Senator Keita, Senate spokesman, lose return bids. Ganduje's son, minority whip deputy, others lose bids. Prospecting Nigeria's development post-2023 is a piece you might want to take a look at from the Daily Trust. Our elections are truly at the next level. Time for a renewed NLC. Elsewhere, Peter Obi leading Atiku Tinubu with over 45,000 votes in Plateau. Also, Tinubu wins more Kano local governments, but Kwakwanso maintains strong lead. Tinubu wins all 20 local governments in Ogun, dominates 31 Oyo local governments. And MPP stops Ganduje's son win House of Reps election in Kano. Obi wins in Tinubu's local government area. That's according to the Daily Trust. Kano presidential results: Kwakwanso 16 local government areas, Tinubu 2, Atiku 0. Some of the headlines coming out of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. All right, we'll do some commercials right now, and when we come back, we'll be delving into the analysis, taking your reactions as well. Just stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9. It's time to enjoy fast and reliable internet connection for less.
It's time to go big in the INT'L Home Broadband All-Time Mega Offer.
It's time to take advantage in the INT'L Home Broadband All-Time Mega Offer. Get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte bonus data for just 5,000 naira, or a router with up to 240 gigabyte bonus data for just 10,000 naira. Visit any INT'L shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB now.
INT'L, the smartphone network.
Showmax and Jara Air, it's given. You can get 2 months for the price of one. Oh, whoa, it's given. It's given Real Housewife and Flossom Marathon with that bling bling and shakara.
Money is never in short supply.
It's given Big Brother Titanships, Baskos, and binge watching vibes. It's given what's supposed to be given and overdose. Oh yeah, subscribe now to get 2 months from 1,200 naira for a limited time only on Showmax. It's given Showmax. Sign up at showmax.com.
lọ́dún yìí ó wá gba ògo tuntun tọ́sẹ̀ méjìlá ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ló nílò láti yin Olúwa lórí ilẹ̀ No More War Challenge Ìbàdàn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni o Ọlọ́run ló pa aláṣẹ fún bàbá àdúrà AK-47 láti ṣílẹ̀kùn ọdún tuntun pẹ̀lú kọ́kọ́rọ́ agbára tó wà nínú èyí. tọ́sẹ̀ méjìlá la fi máa ṣe é. ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti January 12 títí wọnú oṣù kẹta March 30 ọdún yìí. láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù ní gbogbo Thursdays méjèèjìlá lórí ilẹ̀ No More War tó wà ní challenge ìlú Ìbàdàn. lára àwọn olórin ẹ̀mí tí ó máa wà ńbẹ̀ ni Màmá Bọ́lá rẹ̀ Ìlàjà Akíntúndé Ọlọ́run ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Pàpà Òjó Adé Ọlọ́mọ Abúlé Àdùkẹ́ Gold Bísí Aláwìyé Àlùkò àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. ògo tuntun ní glory la kò rí ẹ̀. gbogbo ogun tó ti gbàdúrà sí tí ó ṣe ẹ̀yìn ló máa gbẹ́ mi. ẹ fi yáyà máa bọ̀ lórí ilẹ̀ No More War tó wà challenge Ìbàdàn kájọ yin Olúwa. tẹ́ bá bọ̀ láti Ìwó Road tẹ́ dé Mọ̀lété ní kọjá bridge after center school ẹ̀ ti rí wa ń bẹ̀. ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ challenge ilẹ̀ yìí ti ń bọ̀. ó dojúkọ ìkọjá Genesis díẹ̀ ni o. ẹ pè 08066581455.
Guy, if I tell you all this plenty airtime and data, where they take flex? Now dash glow dash me, you go believe.
Dash get for this kind of economy. I beg you.
Diana, as I buy my glow sim like this spirit, I first collect 1,000 naira welcome bonus, Sarah. As I come recharge, bam, glow knock me 10 times airtime bonus. I also enjoy double data. Join.
Wait, oh, you mean 1,000 naira welcome bonus?
Yes.
Plus 10 times airtime bonus?
Yes.
Plus double data again?
Yes.
For which universe now?
The glow break the universe now. You want try?
Oh, more. No wonder boys they flex anyhow on top phone 247 non-stop. Hey, I talk am.
My people, not let grass grow under your Lego. Go get your glow sim today. Dial *777# to buy and enjoy 10 times airtime bonus plus up to double data. Offer day for both new and existing subscribers there.
Glow Unlimited.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
'32 FM 94.9, filling the world with laughter. You're welcome back to the Break It Down Papers review on 32 FM. And of course, I am Adenike, Ademuwagun.
I'm Kenny Dorothy. We have Austin with us in the house this morning. Good morning, Austin.
Kenny, good morning.
How was your weekend?
We were here, Kenny.
Okay.
All right, so result collations are going on in various parts of Nigeria. Compared to other elections that we've had, of course, we've not gotten an official announcement for any winner yet. But compared to other elections we have had in Nigeria in the last couple of years, 20 years or so, how would you adjudge this particular election? With some videos emerging online of some things going on here and there, alleged this and that, how would you adjudge this particular election?
Yes, generally it has been peaceful, unlike what people actually expected. There have been a lot of prophecy prediction of how bad the election could be in terms of violence and assault. Not as if there were no records of couple of violence here and there, but then on a general note, it still became relatively peaceful, that the exercise went well. As usual, of course, we have not been able to ascertain the percentage of voters turnout in terms of low turnout of voters. But from the general assessment preliminary so far, you could also see that low voter turnout also took the center stage as far as this election was concerned. We see a situation where we have about 5 million registered voters and less than 1.5 million were accredited to vote in such election. So that is a far cry from what is ordinarily expected from that vote. And another intrigue about this election is that we're having surprises. Certain people in the race are springing surprises, which is normal. We actually also saw it coming, that almost like a new entrant, for example, into the presidential race is really making winning big in certain area, and that is adding beauty to the whole essence. And the issue of on the part of INEC too, we also have a lot of setback as far as the deployment of technology is concerned. The Beavers machine. Let us not also forget too fast that Beavers was given birth to after the 2019 election. It was used in some isolated governorship election. It was test run through that process. But this will be the first time in the history of the country that the Beavers will be deployed for the general election. So I'm just saying that some of the technological challenges that we experience or we encounter in terms of glitches, they are ordinarily also expected in such election like this. You can't expect the way Beavers function in Osun election. You know, all attention of INEC was in that election because it was an isolated election, or the way it worked in Ekiti, for example. So by the time you now spread across board, you have the issue of logistics and what have you. I think INEC too, they are also assessing the situation so that they will come up with their own further reform to strengthen the process. So far, so good. Result is being awaited. Any other result out there is unofficial. Whatever results that can be official and that can be accepted according to law is what INEC will eventually declare. As at I think 9:45 p.m. yesterday, it was only one state that INEC has gotten at the National Collation Center. That was Ekiti State. So every other speculation online here and there, you know, all of this, you can't actually reckon with them now. We are not saying that all of them are not true, but until and unless INEC make official declaration, then INEC has also adjourned till 11 a.m. this morning at the National Collation Center. This is election. Of course, like I said earlier, there have been a lot of dynamics, a lot of intrigues. Let us not run down the system, maybe because our candidate is not doing well in certain area, and we praise the system where our candidate is doing well. Let us look at the general overview of this particular election, learn some lesson, and at the end of the day, further improve on our electoral process.
Okay, Austin. You did speak to some of your post-election thoughts there. Another thing that is being talked about. We did see reports in the online media exactly of violence, reports of violence, and all of that. What did you make of some of these things as it pertains to the election in general?
Yes, some of these violence are particularly orchestrated in areas where candidates' popularity feel threatened, because I still see people snatching ballot boxes. For me, it's almost looking like something that is archaic. You understand? Right. With the Beavers, you are snatching ballot box, creating tension, causing crisis in polling unit on what have you. In my view, I think it just suggests largely that some candidates feel threatened, feel not so strong in certain area, and at the end of the day, they want to cause violence to send fear It is not too many people can withstand the prayer, especially violence. When you feel that you just want to cast your vote, there is really nothing in it for you, and you want to get yourself injured or what have you. So it's just an attempt to send fear into the people. And we have also called on security operative before now not to allow that happen. But for areas where that also happened, normalcy were restored along the line through the effort of security operative. Politicians must know, if you know that you are popular, there is no really point making violence in election. And another thing about this election is that big people also lost in their domain as far as this election is concerned.
Right.
I'm not announcing results, but polling unit results are declared almost immediately. You understand? So by that declaration through Beavers, almost immediately, we saw big and prominent names in our political cycle who also lost grip of their various domains.
So it wasn't just at the presidential level; it trickled down to.
Of course, it
senatorial.
Of course, it trickled down the senator and what have you. The senatorial National Assembly election don't have to get to Abuja before it get announced. I think some have been announced across state, even in Oyo State. Some have been announced. I just saw one again this morning. So that is the way it works. A lot of people, some people felt that this election they can just it can just be like a walkover for them. But you can see what is happening now. Like I said earlier, some people are making wave in this election, unlike what it used to be. The order is changing, and that is like a clarion call to the ruling class that you may not be able to maintain your firm grip on the people for too long, except that has to be backed up by effective governance system, which is popularly referred to as good governance. So the point generally is that a time is gradually coming and is very close, like what we have seen in this election, where politicians can no longer take the people, the voter most especially, for granted anymore. We are close. That's just the truth. Which means that power is gradually returning back to the people.
All right, Osin, before we go to another issue, I want to have you speak on this one. INEC is having to actually defend, certain allegations as regards the integrity of the results viewing portal. They're saying that some people have said that, that is compromised, and they've come out to say that, yes, we're just having technical issues, just hitches here and there, and that's the reason for, any, concerns that people might be having.
Yes, I've said it earlier. Let us not try to run the whole system down, maybe because there are setbacks for our party or our candidate in certain area. In this election, we have seen the frontline presidential candidate doing extremely well in certain area. Even the ones that have been underrated, that cannot do well, is either to even almost doing better. You understand?
Right.
In the domain of another presidential candidate. So if INEC has said there are technical issues, let's agree like that. It is the same system that has made this presidential candidate to enjoy relative comfort in terms of commanding win or commanding victory in certain area. I hope you are getting the point.
Right.
Let us not say because INEC has given reason. I heard the presidential candidate yesterday saying that INEC give order that so and so should happen. We have also seen results that at the end of the day tally with what was announced eventually. You understand? So let's see how it goes eventually. Let us not decide to run the system down. INEC has said there are itches. Look, with Beavers, it has become extremely difficult for politicians to win, to win at all costs. That is why I have just told you earlier that some big politicians, some big name in the system have also not done well in their own zone, in their own domain. You understand? Right. So it is because of this Beavers introduction of INEC. So if the result viewing portal where Beavers transmit system to electronically and directly is giving us technical issue, let us just give INEC the benefit of the doubt and not decide to run the system down because we feel that, maybe we are being affected in one way or the other. I think for this presidential candidate and some of the political party, some of them are already learning their lesson in a very hard way.
I think for the major issue here for most Nigerians, according to the trail of reactions that I saw yesterday on social media, it was about the fact that INEC had years to prepare for this election. They had time to prepare for this election. And after assuring Nigerians, the language seems to be changing. I think that's like the major issue here. We're not talking about the lack of preparedness, because if this is happening, does it not indicate a lack of preparedness?
No, we cannot by fiat cast aspersion on the whole system yet. I just told you, beavers came into existence after the 2019 national election that set us back in terms of electoral progress that we made. Now, this is the first time beavers will be deployed across the country for a general election. So definitely there will be couple of issues. That's just the truth. You understand? There will definitely be issue. Let us not say that, because we feel that INEC should have prepared better than this, INEC should have done this, INEC should have done that. So far, so good. After this election, INEC will go back to the drawing board, assess the situation. The truth of the matter is that with this technology, a lot of changes, a lot of dynamics are being thrown up. And they are there, they are also glaring. You understand? We have seen people so far who either two we have thought that, they couldn't lose the election. But they have also lost. The result is still officially being awaited. That's just the truth of the matter. But the idea of simply coming out to say that, because there were technical issues and we therefore had to won and lost. Of course, some of us will agree to that. There are candidates, some people, whatever you say, they don't care. Irrespective of what INEC do, they don't care. If their party or their candidate, the candidate of their choice, does not eventually win the election, they will come out to run down the system. That is why we are saying that so far so good. The system has been able to throw up some dynamics, some changes that are pleasantly surprising to other, and to some other, it is not just exactly the same. So let's still allow the process to run. INEC chairman talked about technical or what have you, ad hoc staff yesterday. Let's see whether that could be put in place. Some of these things could be rectified before the 11 a.m. today, where the collation or the announcement will resume at the National Collation Center in Abuja.
Let's talk about this story. It says, earthquake, Nigeria donates $1 million to Turkey. A delegation of the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, led by the Minister of the Federal Capital Minister, has delivered $1 million support fund to the Turkish government. There were also some reports that Aisha Muhammadu Buhari also donated 10,000 blankets on behalf of the African First Lady Forum to the humanitarian effort. What is the reason behind this supportive action by the president? Can you shed some light on this?
Yes, if you look at this story, if it is anything to go by, there is what you call bilateral relation. As at last time I checked, Nigeria is having a bilateral relationship with Turkey, a very strong one at that. Some of these things are not actually out of place, but most of us Nigerians will condemn and speak from the level where we are in terms of the current economic and other reality within the country. You know, a lot of people will feel that how can you as a father decide to donate food to other people's children when your own children in your own house have not been able to feed well? You understand? It is just natural and normal that people feel that way. But in terms of international responsibility and bilateral commitment, I don't think it is out of place. This has always been the position of any government in power. And what have you? We have also received support and help, humanitarian help, from other countries of the world. So let us not just feel that, because we suffered at home, we are not having cash, we are not having fuel, things are so bad economically at home, and at the end of the day, Nigeria will not be able to perform its external obligation or responsibility. You understand? Right. The money can be much for us based on what we are passing through, but it is still the responsibility of the government to also lend a helping hand, especially to nations that we are having cordial bilateral relationship with. So in my view, I think it is not out of place at all.
All right. We'll take some commercials. When we come back, we'll be opening the phone lines. Just stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Make you say bye-bye to slow browsing speed and yama battery when you buy the INT'L A60 smartphone. E get high-speed 4G network. We go let you enjoy fast internet, 5,000 mAh big battery for long hours of enjoyment, and 32 gigabyte of memory. Make you just enjoy the use on the go. For just 1,000 naira, you go get 1.5 gigabyte and 3.5 gigabyte free data from Airtel when you buy the INT'L A60 and activate them with Airtel 4G SIM card. Make you SMS get to 141 to enjoy this package. INT'L. Enjoy better life.
Showmax and Jara Air, it's given. You can get 2 months for the price of one. Oh, whoa. It's given. It's given Real Housewife and Flossom Marathon with that bling bling and shakara.
Money is never in short supply.
It's given Big Brother Titanships, Baskos, and binge watching vibes. It's given what's supposed to be given and overdose. Oh yeah, subscribe now to get 2 months from 1,200 naira for a limited time only on Showmax. It's given Showmax. Sign up at showmax.com.
32 FM, 94.9.
Always good to have you back. 7 o'clock on the dot right here. It's 32 FM 94.9. Still the Break of Dawn paper review. My name is Kenny Duratilu.
Adenike, Ademuwagun. The phone line 0705 5949 and 0809 7949 to share your thoughts this morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
John Njok is my name. Thank you, Austin. And I love this comment this morning. But I want to tell Nigerians, please. I said Saturday morning till Saturday till Sunday morning. And the Lord told me to tell Nigeria that whoever is announced as the president, let us cooperate with him. What happened at time I said in a church, the man of God was taking me around. I was hearing music. I just got to walk up. That was a Benin. But I could not see any members of the choir in that church. That church was empty. I was just hearing, just to walk up. These Nigerians are certain service announced as the winner of presidential results. Kenny, please, there was a program last Friday. I'm bringing this as a complaint. Titled the Yoruba translation of paper reviews. The desk analyst was a man and a mega practitioner by profession. I love his comment. He appears on English program sometimes. He was asked to comment on the arrest and the release of Sam Ekpa and by Finland police last week. He made a very nice comment. I love everything he said. He even condemned the senseless killing of Igbo people in the Eastern region by suspected members of IPOB. He even went ahead to condemn the late Dr. Akunyele's husband. He, however, ended his comment by describing some people as obedient, apparently to ridicule those who believe that they're obedient followers. As had him said obedient, obedient was not a slip of the tongue, but intentionally pronounced to show his hate for Igbo people, obedient followers. And an analyst ought to put aside partisan consideration in his or her comment. The probity of a lawyer is to the interest of the nation, and the character of a man is known from his conversation. Understand Yoruba where I was born here, even what is not allowed to say, I'm a beauty back down in Finland. John Njok is my name, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello. You try and call back 070550949 08097,949. Let's have your reactions to the headlines. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Morning.
Good morning.
Sulaiman Shehu calling from Manara. Good morning to analysts in the studio. First of all, I want to commend the security agency, especially in your state, because there is no record of violence or banner starting. That means they make the atmosphere to be peaceful and calm for a lot of electorate to go out and cast their vote. But I want to urge the Nigerian, please, let us beware of fake news, because INEC said they will return back to start the collation by 8 a.m. today. So let us calm, because there are some people that are spreading the fake news around. It's not true. Like what really happened in the Legal Federal Constituency yesterday, that the INEC declared the results inconclusive, and some people that are spreading the news that someone has won. Please, let us be calm and wait for the official result from INEC. That's my own take on it this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Austin, you want to speak to, fake news and people being calm, especially with anxiety.
Yes, we have to be very careful. The only official way to announce results is through INEC. But Kenny, situation room opportunity have also made some things easier. I did say that with the beavers, with the technology,
right,
before official announcement by INEC, candidate and political party who have situation room or control room may be able to monitor this election. What you don't do is that don't go ahead to announce. Some of these news that fly around,
right,
they are also a product of the way people vote. Candidate can be leading.
Right.
Another person can already go and declare such a candidate. He can't, especially the presidential candidate can be leading the other moment. The other moment, the candidate can also be behind. So that's the beauty of it. Let us restrain ourselves. Let us calm down. Today, we will go extra mile. At least before the close of work today, the indication will have been clearer because a lot of states will turn in this morning for the presidential election. But the truth of the matter is that some of these things, like in my polling unit now, if they vote, I will know the result. If they vote in your polling unit, you know the results. Some people will go extra mile and do their own private and personal collation. But let us wait for INEC to make official declaration.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Benga Mario, calling from Apacha.
All right.
Now, I want to give it to Mr. Austin for a nice job there. And I want to as well appreciate the effort of INEC on the conduct of the election. It was very peaceful, though we have some violence in some states. But thank God it was not that much. And I want to say this concerning you, myself, Austin, and those that are listening to us, that whoever emerges as the next president, may we all be fulfilled in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, thank you.
Some Facebook comments on here. Anifoshe Victor says, good morning all. Austin, I would like to ask a question. Why will a commissioner of police claim he cannot identify a minor by their appearance? Away from that, Tunedo says, I know your analysis is trying to preach hope, but this election can't be defined as a free and fair. From logistical problems, sabotage of the beavers, blah, blah, blah. From now, sit down, look. Nigeria deserve better. Thank you so much for that. I think we should just take some more calls. Hello? All right. Tolokwe Adeyemi on Facebook says, good morning. From every indication, I think the last presidential election was more coordinated than this one because we've been seeing results from the INEC portals itself as against what we have now that we don't know what results to believe. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone in the studio.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello,
yes,
good
we
morning.
Can hear you.
This is John Olariwaju from Agu. For what we have been seeing now, nobody can say this where it's going to end. This is going to be the winner. So we are all watching now. We are just looking and waiting for what is going to be happen. But all the same, so far so good. I think it has to be fought a little bit. So definitely though the INEC spokesperson Okoye has come out and make apology to the people insurance because they did not follow their promise that immediately the result is coming out, they will roll it. They will throw it to the server. So they didn't do that. But all the same, we patient. We have to talk with them and see what is going to happen. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, 07055,949, 08097,949. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
This is Sheldon from Oyo.
Okay.
INEC have performed better than the previous election. People that are condemning Viva that is not sending signals to server. It is a technical error. It is a machine. Machine is not 100% perfect. Because some of them have lost election. That's why they are condemning Viva and INEC. We Nigerians should be patient. This Viva have eliminated two things, vote buying and rigging of election. Because we have seen many big people losing in their own local government and in their own units. We has exposed confusion that the majority of them are not popular within their people. Have a nice time. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning. We can hear you. Just go ahead.
Yes, good morning. This is Miriam. I'm calling from Odejai. So the general election, we are all waiting for our response. And here we are waiting for the results. I will only urge everyone, especially all your residents, to maintain peace just like they did on Saturday. That's my take. And I pray the best person will hear much. That's my take. Good morning.
All right. Good morning. Hello. Okay. 070550949. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah. You can see there's a greater improvement from INEC, and this giver has really showed the progress of effort of INEC so far. But like my own locations, Raymond North Local Government to the Raymond, the election was conducted very well, and at the end of the day, the result was counted, and everybody was happy. So I think INEC is progressing, like I said earlier. So I think there's a greater improvement in the aspect of INEC effort. Thank you very much. Good morning.
All right. Good morning. 08097,949. Let's do another call. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Oluwade from Malele. I would appreciate everybody that came out for that election. At least we've driven home a point concerning Nigeria election. And one thing I observed, the low turnout was due to some pressure from people prior to the election. And due to the economic issues that is on ground, some were unable to transport and they registered. So many things happened, but it's no factor. At least people have come out and voted. One thing I would always advise INEC to do is consider this issue of when a polling booth, when there is problem in a polling booth, they cancel it entirely. I think they should look for an alternative because people that are disturbing some polling booths are doing it because they believe at the end of the day that the election there will be cancelled. And all you need to do, somebody that is a contender that has a strong base. You can go to the base and stop that, which means the vote there will not count.
Okay.
So I think I should consider that. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
All right. Thank you very much. Also, with all of the hitches and INEC reaction to that, I would imagine that going into the next elections, the governorship elections and what have you, they will be, better prepared to, handle some of the challenges that they faced in this particular election.
Yes, the situation could improve because we have about 8 states that will not be conducting governorship election.
Right.
However, there will be state houses of assembly election in those days. I think it's an understatement, and it's also a kind of sarcasm for somebody to now tell us that 2019 election is better than this. That is not fair on INEC. You understand?
Right.
See, this election, the introduction of beavers has enhanced the credibility of this election. Let us not say that because there are technical issues. There are areas where some party used to have dominance that today, through Saturday election, that stronghold has been broken. You understand?
Right.
Is that not due to INEC? I don't want to mention some big name. There are some big names that will never lose their word if not for beavers. Like someone said, some people feel that they are popular within their people. But these beavers have clearly shown that this election is about being free. This election is about being fair. We have also seen certain area where a candidate is doing well because of the support of the people. The people feel that, we are going to make sure that we vote for this particular candidate.
Right.
By the report so far, of course, it has not been officially announced. There is a popular presidential candidate who has lost his local government to an opposition party. You understand? So what can you say about that? Can that ever happen without beavers?
All right, Austin. We have to go. Thank you very much, Austin, for your time. It was a pleasure having you again this morning. My name is Kenny Durutilu.
Adenike, Ademuwagun. Do have a good day.